I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run through of Maharani. So yes, we are building the Taj Mahal, we're putting the mosaics in play. Join me at the table and let's play it. Alright guys, I have the game ready, almost ready to go, but let me walk you through setup so you know how to do that. I'm going to be doing a 3-player run through today, which I know is crazy. I did think about just doing a 2-player game, but in a 2-player game, things get so much more complicated, I think, because you are playing with 2 different colors. Each of the 2 players is playing with your color plus another color, and I might as well just, that's 4 colors. 2 colors from one player, 2 colors from another. That would be all the colors out here, and I figured I might as well just play a 3-player game. Also, it'll give you a better idea of how the game is intended to be played, so I went with 3 players. Okay, so bear with me with that. So I have the score markers all at 0. This score track or VP track is really a gold track. We're trying to make money in order to win. That's how you win the game, the person with the most money. I have player areas for each of the 3 colors that we'll be playing. We have yellow, which is also marked here because this is the way yellow is supposed to be sitting on this side of the table. So when it's the yellow player's turn, the arrow needs to be pointing at yellow. Then we'll go to the blue player and the arrow will point at blue, and this is his stuff. And finally we'll go to the red player who's over here. Now all players have meeples, of course, that you can place on the board, and they also have these boards that are going to help us during the game to place tiles out of place. So each and every one of these boards has the 4 symbols that indicate the 4 quarters of the board. So you'll notice there's a quarter here which has darker tiles, then there's a quarter here which has lighter tiles, another quarter and another quarter, and all of them have these little animals that denote that quarter belongs to that animal. So this is the peacock quarter, and there's peacocks, and I've placed, and I think this helps, I've oriented all of the boards in the same orientation as the board is. So the elephant is on this quarter, and the monkey is on this quarter, and the lion is on this quarter, and I've done the same for all of that. And of course, all of it will make a lot more sense when we start playing, which we're going to start in a second, and we'll go over all the rules and stuff. The idea is simple, but the game can really blow your mind as you play, which is what a Euro game should do, right? Simple rules, but hard to master. So before we start, we have to place our tiles here. What we're doing in this game is we're trying to complete the mosaic of the Taj Mahal by placing tiles out here. And what we're trying to do is create contiguous, which is vertical and horizontal lines of, well, not lines, but contiguous tiles of the same color, and have contiguous workers on the tiles. And how that's all going to happen, I will tell you. So we're going to place them in ascending order, so the one goes first, and you notice that I'm placing this arrow in the same direction as the arrow of the rondelle. So next up we've got this one, and next up we've got another red one, okay, and the last one is going to be purple. Okay, and you kind of want to see same color tiles for a reason that because of course what I just told you, you need to put same color tiles together if you can. So let's get started and you'll understand everything. I don't know if I'll be playing it the smartest ways, but I will play it. So yellow player is going to go first. It's got a bunch of meeples ready to go. So on your turn you can do one of 2 things. You can either unflip all of your tokens if they've been flipped, or however many you've had flipped. So if you have 3 flipped, you can take a whole turn just to flip them back. So that's one option, and that's easy to understand, so I went with that one first. The next option is placing your tiles. So you can place 1 or 2 tiles. The first tile is free, but the second tile costs you 2 gold at the end of your turn to place. And I honestly have not seen any situation or any situation where it's not convenient for you to place a second tile, but I could be wrong, and again, I'm not playing smart, I'm just playing. So how do you place the tiles? Good question. So all the arrows are pointing down. It's my turn. What happens is I can play this tile in this quarter, this tile in this quarter, this tile in that quarter, because it belongs kind of that way, and this tile in this quarter. and that doesn't take one of my tokens. Alternatively, I could place this tile in one of the other 3/4 where this tile does not belong to, but I'd have to flip the tile where the token came from. So I decide to use this tile anywhere else, but here I flip the elephant because this tile belongs in the elephant quarter. That's that. So with that, all that said, I'm just gonna play and we'll see how it goes. So yellow's gonna keep it kind of simple, I think. We're gonna place this tile in this quarter so that I don't have to use my tokens. And important to say that you see this half columns here, well, you have to match them. So this tile can go there, but this tile cannot go there because there's no column there. And when I place it, I can flip it however way I want to, but for reasons that are going to apparent very, very soon, I'm going to actually not flip it. I'm going to leave it like that. And the second thing you have to do is that if you do not have Meeple in a tile of that same color in this quarter, so another red tile in this quarter, if you don't have Meeple in another one of those tiles, then you place a new Meeple. You're required to place a new Meeple. And that actually only happens, let me backtrack, if this arrow is pointing at you. So this arrow is pointing at me, so I am required to place a Meeple. If I would have placed a tile like that, which of course wouldn't be legal, then I would not be placing a Meeple. But I do want to place Meeples because Meeples score me points. So I'm placing that there, and then I go to scoring. So scoring is really easy, and scoring really means gaining gold. It's not really scoring. You only score when a quarter is completed, but this is just gaining gold, which you do at the end of your turn. Gaining gold just means you count how many red tiles are adjacent, and there could be a tile here and that would be adjacent, there could be a tile here and it would be adjacent, and there could even be a tile here and it would be adjacent even though it's in a different quarter. But there's only one tile, so I only make 1 gold for that. And then I count how many workers are adjacent to other workers. There could be a worker here of my color, yellow, there could be a worker here, and there could even be a worker here, and a worker here, and a worker here, which later on there might be, and you count how many you got. But I only got 1, so again, I only make 1 gold. And then, optionally, I'm done with my turn if I want to be. But optionally, I can place a second tile. And like I told you, I don't see any reason not to, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I believe I'm going to take this tile, which is the elephant. So I'm going to flip my elephant, and I'm going to place it, and I'm going to flip it because I have to, because I cannot place it like that. I wish I could, but I'm going to flip it this way so that it is now adjacent, but because the arrow is not facing me, then I do not get to place a worker. And even if the arrow, let's say, was facing me, because there's a worker on another red tile, this worker would just move. I wouldn't get a new worker. So I don't mind just doing that. And then of course I score. And I count how many tiles are adjacent. So I got 2 gold, great. And then if I had a worker here, I will count gold, but I don't have any workers, so I get no gold. Now remember, I told you that the second tile is optional, and you lose points, you lose 2 gold at the end of the turn for placing a second tile. So those 2 gold that I just made, I'm losing them. But hey, I'm starting to build more red together, so that's what I'm saying, that I don't see why not. And that was the end of my turn. So at the end of my turn, I gotta refill these things. So let's go in the bag. And we refill them again in ascending order. So this one is going to go here. And the second one, same color, is going to go here. One of the complaints I've heard about the game overall is that the bag is too small for all the tiles that are supposed to fit in here. So it's really hard to shuffle them. The manual even says to shuffle the tiles before you put them in the bag, because I guess they're aware that the bag is not big enough. So anyways, yellow is done, so we're going to go to the blue player's turn, which is, he's up here. And it's as if the blue player was sitting on this side of the table. And he's got pretty much the same options. So I think he is going to, and of course I should be thinking about this more than I really am. But I guess I'll stop red player. Oh, I can't because, okay, never mind. So I won't stop red player. I wish I could have. Alright, so we'll just go over here. I think that's valid. Yes. And because it's the first tile, he has no other workers anywhere in this quarter, he does get to place a worker, and that is going to score him 2 points. One for the tile, there's no other tile the same color adjacent, and one for the worker. So he's also got 2 points. And then again, if he wants to, he can place a second tile. And since I still have not found the disability to that, I will. He's gonna do pretty much the same thing, probably because it's my strategy, right? And again, it might not be the smartest. So he gets 2 points, but he's gonna lose 2 points, so I won't even move it. Now we know how that works. And that's it for his turn. He's working on those light purple ones. Let me see if I can shuffle this. All right, here we go. On number 2, we're getting a yellow, and on number 3, we're getting a red. Okay. And then we're going to go to red player's turn, so we move the arrow pointing towards red. Alrighty, and red player, what does he want to do? Well, he wants to, let's see, I know that he wants to place this tile over here with the red ones, so he's going to have to use his peacock if he wants to come over here, but he will. And we'll place it here. And, oh, sorry, Mr. Yellow. And because he doesn't have any other worker, he gets a worker. So he's scoring 1, 2, 3 for the tiles. Wait, I moved the wrong guy, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. 1, 2, 3 for the tiles, and then only 1 for the worker because it's the only red worker that's around here. But that's still pretty good. And then if he wants to, again, he can place another tile, and he might as well, right? Let's see. Do I want a yellow? Do I want a purple? I think he's gonna come here and just score 1 point. Actually 2 points because he does get a worker, and then lose the 2 points that he just made because he has to pay 2 gold for that. But he's got another place where workers are placed. And why do I want to place workers? Now that we went through, let me just refill, and I'll give you a little bit of insight as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, which again might be terrible, and you don't have to actually follow my strategy, but I'll tell you about scoring a little bit. Okay. So when any player puts the last tile in one of the quarters, so let's say here, completes all, all these tiles have been placed. At the end of that player's turn, we go to a scoring round. And the way we score is by the guys that are standing, the meeples that are on the tiles. And there's reminders pretty much everywhere of how many points you get according to how many meeples of your color you have on the quarter. So if you only have 1 meeple in the whole quarter, you get 4 points. But if you've got 2 meeples, you get 6 points. If you have 3 meeples, you get 9 points. And the amount of points you get with 1, 2, 3, with 4 meeples, you get 13 points. With 5 meeples, you get 18 points. And with 6 meeples, you get 24 points. Right? 6? Yeah. So definitely the multiplier, you see why you want to have meeples in your quarter. The problem is that once you place a meeple in the quarter, he's stuck there until the quarter scores. So you lose that meeple. Now they gave us plenty. They gave us 10 for a 3-player game. In other counts, there's different amounts of meeples. I believe, I don't remember, so I'm not going to tell you. I know for a 2-player game, because I was about to play a 2-player game, it's 7 meeples of 2 different colors, so 14 meeples total, as opposed to here where we all have 10. Okay, so that gives you a little bit more of why am I doing what I'm doing, why am I spending 2 gold to place meeples on the board, and it's because I know that I want meeples in every quarter, and a lot of them, so that they can score. Now, there's different strategies you can take. You can focus on 1 quarter, and try to really, but it also depends on what tiles show up and what color are they. So speaking of which, we're going to go to the yellow player's turn, and he has a few tiles that he can place, and I guess we have peacock and lion available, so I'm going to use the lion, and I'm going to take this tile and I'm going to place it here, and because it's the first tile, the first purple tile, and there are no other yellow meeples on purple tiles, I get to place a meeple. And then we count, we got 1, 2, 3, so that scores 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we get 1 for the meeple. All right, and then I get to place another tile if I want to. And I do. I definitely do. And I think I did this right without even thinking. I'm going to go ahead and use my peacock to place this tile right here. And there is a yellow Meeple in this quarter already, so he's just going to travel. But I score 1, 2, 3, 4 points for that, and 1 for the Meeple, so 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I lose 2 because it was a second tile. But I think I'm happy with that. And then at the end of his turn, he's going to refill. We get more yellow, and we get red one. We've been getting a lot of these column tiles. Those are a little different from the other tiles. There's only a limited amount of, let's put it this way. There's more tiles that are column tiles, so the column is in the center, than places to put them. And once you have to keep track of when all the column spaces have been taken, because then you need to trash the rest of the tiles that have columns. And you do that by first trashing any tiles that are here that are column tiles that don't fit on the board anymore. And then whenever you replenish and you get a column tile, you just take it out of the game. So important note on that. Okay, so that was yellow's turn, so we go to red. And yeah, I mean, look how nice this, oh no, not red, blue. Oh my gosh, I keep confusing them. So blue is gonna go here, and he has no Meeples, and it's free because it's from the same quarter that he took it. And it's pointing at him, so he does get a Meeple. So he gets 4 points for the 4 adjacent tiles, and then, because 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Contingent. So if it was only these 2 tiles placed, he wouldn't get any, he would just get 1 point because these are not adjacent, remember? But now he's made them so that they're all together, contingent. So 4 and 1 for his Meeple, so 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And what else does he want to do? Well, there's this, unfortunately. You could put it here, it'd be free, but he wouldn't get points because they're not adjacent. Is it something better? Yeah, I think so. I think maybe he'll go here, and it's also, he doesn't have to flip one of his things, and he gets 2 points for that, but he's going to lose 2 points, so it's a wash, and then he fills it up. And there's a yellow. Yeah, and I lost it. Oh, another yellow. Lots of yellows for the red player. And a spot for yellow here. So let's see. Can he make anything with that? He obviously wants stuff pointing in the direction of himself. I know he can't, this one he cannot place anywhere but here because he's already flipped his, what animal is this? Peacock. So, and let's see. So I think, you have to think, like this game is definitely, you kind of have to like scratch your brain and go like, where, I don't see it. All right, I think he's gonna take maybe this one and flip this token and go here. And now he's got a red guy. No, he doesn't have a red guy because he pointed it in the wrong direction. But he gets 2 points. I don't know if that was super smart, because only 2 points in a flipped token is not that great. But we'll go with that. And then he'll take this one, which is the elephant, and he'll place it here with a worker, and hopefully he can connect this later, and that's 2 points, but it's a wash. I don't know if that was the smartest thing, thinking back, but I would have to scratch my brain here for a while, and I also don't want to take too much time thinking. But, you know, you get the idea, and that's what matters to me. So there we go, and then it's yellow. Okay, we got new colors. Well, there's purple there, but the only one that he could move would be the monkey one, because it's the only token he's got. Alternatively, he can just spend his turn flipping his tokens, but I say he can't move this one out of place, the yellow, so I guess he'll use this one. He'll come here You'll have a meeple. It'll be 2 points. Sometimes you just don't get the tiles you want. And you know what? He'll go here because he can, because it's free. And there's no other green tile with the meeple, so he'll put it here. He'll get a point for that and 2 points for the adjacent, but then he'll lose at the other turn. He loses 2, so he netted 1. And pretty good, but for not having any tokens left, I think. All right, let's go. We get another green. We get blue, and it's the blue player's turn. And this is really good. Can he do anything with it? Yes, he can. So he's going to have to flip the lion. So he will. He's going to come here with the meeple because it's pointing in his direction. He gets 1, 2, 3 points and one more for his guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 points. So that wasn't bad. And now, is there anything else? Yes, there might be. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad. So he'll take this tile. Can he do anything with this? Can put it here, but it wouldn't score him now. Too bad. So he will go with the original plan. He'll flip the monkey so that he can place a monkey anywhere in any other quadrant, and he'll go here with a meeple because it's looking in his direction. He gets 2 and 3 points, which turns into 1 because of the 2 he has to pay at the end of his turn. Actually, the meeple just travels, so maybe that wasn't so smart. And by the way, if you get confused and you do what I just did, which you didn't see that the meeple could travel, the other players get to choose, which they notice later, you know, you or the other players notice later, the other players get to choose which meeple stays here in the quadrant, and the meeple that is discarded is put aside, and you don't get it back until the quadrant is scored. So don't get confused is what I'm saying. All right, so let's refill. And red player needs to score because he's staying behind. Okay, let's see what tiles he gets. So first on the 3, and next another purple, so great. Okay, let's go. And tons of purple here. He better be able to do something with that. He is blue, so fortunately there he wouldn't be able to place. If he goes here, he'll have to flip it, so he won't get to place a worker. But I mean, it's points, right? And we like points. So, and this one could fit there. But he can't move that one. The only one he can move is the green one. Okay, so he doesn't need to move this one though. He just has to play it like that. But it doesn't require a tile. He doesn't get to place a worker because the arrow is not facing in his direction, but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then does he want to place another one? It would have to be in the same quadrant unless it's this one, the green one. But I don't see, I mean, he could place it here, but he wouldn't get a worker for it. This one in this quadrant. Wish he would go there, but it wouldn't. I mean, he could flip it. And then this blue is brand new. Is there a way that he can get a worker? He's red. No. Okay. So he'll just do this. He won't put a worker. Is that even worth it? Because he's going to lose 2 gold. I don't think so. I think he's just going to skip the next tile. And I could, again, be doing things wrong. But it is what it is. I never said I was smart at this game, so I'm more of a dungeon crawler. You roll, you kill monsters. Okay, so yellow player. So he has nothing. He has no tokens. So he could either spend his whole turn flipping, and I think he will if there's nothing that he can actually benefit from. But I think this one here might help him. Might get him 1, 2, 3 points. That's not that great. That one will have to go there. This one will have to go here. Yeah, I think he's just gonna flip all the tokens. We'll go like that. And there's no refilling. So, okay. Blue player has the same choices. Let's see. Well, they're not really the same choices, right? Because the rondelle keeps switching on us. He can't move any of these, unfortunately. But he can put that over there. And you know what? this one for free right here. Might not be bad. Blue, yeah, he gets a meeple even. So it is 2 points. Oh, come here. Okay, and let's see. This purple he can't move, and this one he can't move. He can move the blue, but there's no point in doing that. So, you know what? I think, no, he can't do that. Can't do that. Let's start a new color maybe. We'll put a new color here. And it's the first, so, so that's 2 points, but it's a wash. I think that's okay. Yeah, okay. So we'll go to red player. Problem is you have to be careful because you can run out of meeples. And if you run out of meeples, you run out of meeples. Like you really can't be placing meeples until the quadrant is score. Alright, so we go to red player, and red player can only put this one somewhere else. Okay, the rest he'll have to manage the way it is. So not that great, is it? Because he doesn't need any blue here. He could put a blue here and just start a new color. I mean, nothing wrong with that. He could also move this one here. He wouldn't get a person, but he would get 2 points. But he'd have to flip. But you kind of want to flip all your things. I mean, maybe it's just me. Before you unflip them. So he made 2 points. I don't think that was great, but you know, and he didn't get a worker. Alrighty, so let's refill. And yeah, he's not gonna do a second one because he can't really get a lot of points. Alright, look at this. This is pretty good if it was better positioned, like if I didn't have to flip it. But I think this one here, even if I don't get a worker, it gets me, oh, it only gets me 3 points. Well, 3 points is still okay. If I find another yellow, somebody's gonna really bank on this though. And I don't get a worker. Let me see about these red ones before I make a decision. So that one is a middle tile, which there's still spots for middle tiles, or you know, columns in the center. So not that great. And this green one, I can't seem to place it anywhere. This purple one could go here. Oh, that gives him more points. Yeah, he's doing that. So the lion, of course, he won't get a worker, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So he's happy about 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, at least when Annabelle's brain is involved, we usually don't get 5 points. We get like 2 points, 3 points. Maybe if another brain was involved. Now, does he want to place a second one? He could get 3 points, so he'll net 1, and it wouldn't cause him to flip anything. So I guess, yeah. So we'll do this, and he'll net 1 point. Okay. And of course, you're supposed to first get your points and then lose 2. But if it doesn't have an effect in the gameplay, why would I do that, right? Oh my gosh, is all green all the time? Do we get another green, or is it going to be a different color? We'll find out. It is a different color. Okay. All right. Blue player. Let's see. So nothing great over here. He could move these 2. But these 2 are exactly the same, so that's not that great. And this purple he cannot move, so it would have to be here, which is not good. I mean, I don't want to spend my whole turn just flipping my tokens. I still have 2 tokens. There should be a place where I can put them. It's just that all this green, but maybe we can start green somewhere else. Maybe we can mess them up. Like if I put green here, I'll get a token, I'll get a meeple, because there's no other green, and maybe I can get this guys to meet. So there's that, and I get 2 points. And then if I flip my elephant, I can do this and keep it facing me, and this guy will travel. I get 2 points for my tiles, and 2 points because my workers are adjacent, so that's 4 points. Of course, I'd be losing 2 at the end of my turn, so I'm just going to move 2. But that wasn't that bad, and well, he's again almost out of tokens, but that's okay. Let's see, get that one. and we get that one. And it's the red player's turn. And we haven't even filled any quadrants yet, but we're almost there. Alrighty, so he is out of tokens now, so maybe this is a good time for him to go and unflip, unless he sees something great. Couldn't put this here, but it wouldn't score him. So yeah, I think he's just gonna get his tokens back. Alright, and yellow. Let's see. He still has a bunch of tokens that he can use, so let's see what's the best. I like this here. I wouldn't get him a worker, but I'll give him a bunch of points. So we flip the monkey, which sounds really bad. Alright, and how many points is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And not sacrificing workers. I mean, he won't be able to put a worker, but that's okay. And what else do we see that's good? For free, not much. At least I don't see it, unless I want to start a new color, which, you know, it's also something you can do. If I put this one here, I'll get a bunch of points. Can I? It's the elephant. Yes, I can. Flip the elephant, and I'll put this one here. It's not pointing in my direction, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So minus 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I mean, it must be good if he's ahead. But then again, it's, you know, like, you have to kind of balance, because you can get a lot of points for having workers. So that, it depends what strategy you want to use. He's going for like points now. And that's probably because my brain is like super scattered with thinking so much. Again, Euro games, I don't know. Okay, so let's go to blue. I feel like they're hard to master, and you really have to sit and think about your decisions. That's why you get analysis paralysis. All right, blue, what are you gonna do? The only tile you can put out of place is this one, but I don't see a place that it will be convenient. So the rest have to go where they have to go. I could also, well, you know what? This one can go here. And that's perfect, because in this quadrant there is no other green tile, so he would get a worker. So that's 4 points, because 1, 2, and then the workers 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll worry about flipping these later. And let's see, I don't like these blue ones. Let's just put this one here and get a worker. Oh my gosh, he's running out of workers. And that was 2 points, so it's a wash. All right, we need to score a quadrant. And I guess if he runs out of workers, that will be his job, is to try and finish all of the tiles in a quadrant so he can get his workers back. So maybe that wasn't the smartest decision, to sacrifice a worker for not many points. Okay, let's go. So red player. Got all his tokens available, so he can go wherever he wants, pretty much. There's a bunch of this blue that is stuck here, but he can start a new trend of blue somewhere. But for now, what I do think he likes is he'll flip the peacock, and he'll take this one and place it conveniently there, pointing at him, which means, oh no, it means his worker moves. But regardless, he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, and 8 with the worker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then, does he want to place anything else? And the answer to that is, trying to see if I can put something here, but pointing in his direction, so that he can get the 2 points for adjacency. But no, I don't see it. At least I don't see it. Maybe over there? No. Right here he could do it. Yeah, no, it's red player, not blue player. Did I play with the? I did play with the blue player. I keep getting them confused, because usually I play yellow and red, so I would think that red will follow yellow, but I don't know why I added the blue first. It's still the same amount of points, so that's okay. And luckily he did have a guy there, so nothing really changed as far as how much gold he got, except that I moved the wrong person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big difference. Okay. Unless I can find a place where I don't have to flip a token, I don't think I want to place any more things. Let's see. He could come here and kind of mess things up for this guys and get a worker, and that'll be a wash. He could also, I don't see anything here, so that he doesn't have to sacrifice a token. He can also come here, be the same. Where does he want more people? I guess we'll just do this. Which one was I gonna do? Oh, I thought I could go there, but I can't because this doesn't have the extra column. So, okay, fine. We'll go here. And we'll put a worker, and it's a wash. He still has plenty of workers, so that should be okay. Let's go. We get a yellow, and we get another one of these purple ones, and it's the yellow player's turn. Let's see. If those columns are on the other side, that'd be nice. He's almost out of these things also, but now there's a place for blue. But yeah, actually, he'll flip the peacock, and he'll bring this, instead of putting it in this quadrant, he'll put it in this quadrant. He'll get a worker for that, and he'll get 1, 2, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And now all of his things are flipped, but we'll worry about that later. So if he wants a second tile, it has to go in the quadrant that it belongs to. So I don't think he does. Well, he can get 2 points here. So that's not bad. It's a wash, but it's too. I don't know. He doesn't get a worker because it's not pointing in his direction. I'm not sure if that's smart, but we'll go through the tiles a little faster, I guess, that way. So, and by the way, the game doesn't end until all the tiles have been placed out on the board. So, okay. Blue player can only change the place for that one, but he doesn't want to. He wants this one right here. Now, is there another? Yes. So this guy is going to run over here, and he'll get 1, 2, 3, and another point, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he didn't have to use his token. Blue. My brain. Okay. And then for the rest, he can't. Am I playing with? Yeah, I'm playing with blue. Okay. Gosh. Well, he doesn't have any more workers, so. He's not that interested in placing workers out there, but he can't move this one here. I wish he could, but he can't because he doesn't have that token available. The only token he had available, he already put in the right place, so maybe that wasn't very smart. Let's see. I guess since he doesn't have tokens available, he'll put this one here. Sure, it's the first one, so he'll be his last worker, and that's a wash. I don't know. He's kind of messing himself up. But maybe I don't know. You know what? I don't know, guys. We'll leave it like that. Alright, so let's go. Let's go to the red player's turn. Let's turn this around. Okay. And there's a lot of red. Red is over here. He does have the ability to play around with that. Okay. Oh, he wanted to put this one here, but that's the only one that he cannot set somewhere else. So that's too bad. Yeah, that's just too bad. He could, okay, he's gonna use this one in the right quadrant and put it here. I don't think there's another yellow tile for the red player, so he does get this. So it's 3 points, 1 for the tile and 2 for the workers. Okay, and does he want another one? I really wanted that one, but I can't do it. But he can do it on the other side. So if I flip the elephant, I can take this tile, and even though I'm not going to get a worker, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Minus 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for red player. And let's go. There's a purple. Oops. And there is a for yellow player's turn. So, I see this one here conveniently, and it'll score him quite a few points. Unfortunately, he wishes he could put that one there, but my tokens are all exhausted, so he won't be able to do that. But there's also this one here, and that's a lot of points, so let's do that. And it will get him a worker, even. Yeah, it's pointing in his direction, so that's, oh, his worker will just travel. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 for the worker. Why are you sleeping, sir? So 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then, yeah, he'll put this one here. His worker will not travel because it's in a different quadrant, so he does get a worker for that. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the worker, minus 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's okay. And he'll think about using his turn to flip his tokens when there's nothing for him to do out there on the board. Okay. Oops, that's how they fall. I knocked them down. All right, blue player. Yes, thank God for these things. Blue player's turn, and let's see. The only one he can move is this one. He could move it over there, and that will score him just 2 points. So that's not great. What else could he do? There's this one, but he can't move this one here, so that's not gonna work. He could use this one for free. I think he will. It's not pointing in his direction, so it'll just score him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But hey, 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that didn't cost him a token. And then he kind of wants to get this finished, but of course he can't. So is there anything else? Do you want to start something new, like maybe here? You don't have any workers, Mr. Blue, so maybe not the best time to just go crazy like that. This quadrant only has 4 more tiles, but of course he can't place anything there. Well, he could, I mean, but would only score him 1 point. So I don't think he's gonna go for a second tile. By the way, I'm looking around and I do not see any other columns in the middle, and I don't know how long this has been going on, but this tile is no longer valid. So Mr. Blue gets lucky and gets to peek at yet another tile. Does that help him at all? I don't think so. I mean, he could put it for free here, but it'll just be, well, he doesn't have any workers. So no, he's gonna stop. This one's out of the game. And we'll just refill. And now if we come across any column tiles, we just replace them with something else. So, okay. So it's the red player's turn, and he likes this color. Can he do anything with it? Unfortunately, it's not perfect. Because that's not the right place. Let's see. He could put it here. He has to put it in that place. The only 2 he can manipulate are these. And does he want to manipulate? Yes, okay. He'll flip the lion to bring this here. It's facing his direction, so the red guy will move. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because 6 for the tiles, 1 for the worker. Okay, and there's only 1 tile left here, but there's nothing that fits here on the rondel right now. But this is about to score, and a lot of people want it to score. No, just blue player wants it to score, because the other guys still have workers. So let's see, the only one he can move wherever he wants is this one. I don't think he needs to place anything else, to be honest. He's just gonna pass. He could, let's see. No, I was thinking of putting something over there, or maybe this one, but he will just move his worker and score him 1 point. Actually 2 points, but it's okay. I think we're gonna leave it. And again, my brain is already burning here, so I apologize if I'm not making the smartest of decisions. Okay, so yellow player. Let's see. He's gonna flip. He has good choices out there, but he can't use them because he would have to flip and he has nothing to flip. So we'll go back to blue. And blue has no workers. He has an interest on closing this up, and there is a freebie here. He won't get anything for it. He won't get a worker. There are no contingent scholars. He gets 1 point, but he's, you know, making sure he's getting workers back at the end of his turn. And I think that because of that, it's probably best if he stops, because wherever he places it, unless there's like something he can move, the only one he can move he already used. So he'd have to put them in their places. Is there anything he can do to get, oh, he doesn't have workers. So yes, he's gonna stop. And now we're gonna go to scoring. So let me just refill this because I will forget, and let me move it over to the next player. But before we take his turn, we're gonna score this quadrant. So let's see, red player only has one guy here, so he's getting 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow player only has one guy here, so he's getting 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the blue player has 3, which is 9 points. So that's how he's getting his points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And look at him, he did catch up a little bit. And then everybody gets their workers back, and the tiles stay because they can still count, you know, and besides we have to place all the tiles on the board. All right, so red player, so yeah, so you saw scoring. We're gonna score the other 3 quadrants, and when the last quadrant scores, the game ends, and whoever has the most gold or victory points is the winner. Okay, red. What do we have, Mr. Red? We have, this one could go over there. But not great. Oh, by the way, this is a column, a center column, so that doesn't work anymore. So you get another choice right there. Okay. Well, no, that wouldn't work here. I was thinking, but it wouldn't. How are you doing with float tokens? You can put this one wherever you want, but that's not a good choice. So I think he's going to flip, believe it or not. I don't see any good choices out there. Alright, so now it's back to yellow. And yellow has all his tokens, so he can manipulate everything, so that's great. I like these purple ones. Can we do anything with them though? Not great. What about this red one? No, I don't like any of them. Do you guys like some of them and I'm not seeing it? I don't really see it. I don't think it's worth using my tokens when the tiles are not that great. So I have to place something. Okay, fine. It's yellow player's turn. No, well, sure, okay. So I'm going to, because I have to place something, or I have to activate my tokens again, but that's not going to happen. And this guy's going to move. He gets 2 points, but I'm thinking if I can get something here, 1, 2, 1, 2, wrong person, 1, 2, my brain is still thinking about that, and put a worker here, then I'll have 4 workers adjacent to each other, so that sounds really good, and I can, and I see it, so that's great. This one. That will require me to flip the lion, but I think it's worth it. I know the tiles don't match, but the workers do. So 1 point for the tile, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points total. Minus the 2 that he loses is 3 points. I still think it was worth it. Okay. So get that green, and we get that. No center columns, so we're good. Blue player finally has workers. Can he do something with these tiles? Let's check it out. I don't really like any of them again. Be nice to get something in here. But this red one doesn't fit in there. So I think he's just gonna, believe it or not, he's gonna go here. There is no other, so he gets a worker. And that's 2 points. And then he'll have to, he was gonna put this one there, but he can't. So maybe he'll just flip all the tokens. Because he has very few workers, so maybe he should save them for when something important is happening. So he'll do that. Okay, red player. Got all his tokens available. I'm thinking of putting this green here so he can get, but that's just 3 points. Is there something better? I like this one, but he'll have to go over there for free. And this one could come over here, but they're not really together yet. But it's the best I see. I don't know if you guys see something else. It's starting to get tighter, the game, right? Because we don't have a lot of stuff. He could put something here, this one here, flipped, but that's not good, right? No worker, no nothing. So sure, we'll put this one for free. Put a worker on it. It's 2 points. Poor red guy, like he really is not doing great. And then we'll flip the peacock so we can, so we can put this one there. And actually, this guy is not correct. This guy would have traveled the same points, and then he will travel again, and it's another 3, so just 1 point. I don't know. But we had to do something. If somebody finds the purple that fits there, they're in luck, aren't they? Okay, there. Oh, by the way, that is out of the game. Put it out in a minute, so that goes there. And that's out of the game. Another one. There we go. And it's the yellow player's turn. Let's see, yellow player, what you got for us? Still, oh yeah, this fits here. Can I use it? Yes, I can. So I'll flip the elephant. I might have not noticed that this has 2. And that might have been there for a while. I don't remember. That goes there. He doesn't get a worker, but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. I don't think that's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, it's funny because I play with the yellow player, like that's my color. And is he winning because of that? I don't think so. I think I'm just trying to get everybody the most points possible. It just happens to be that the yellow guy is winning. I want to think that that's true, but maybe I'm thinking a little extra for him. Let's see, what else is there? No, that's the wrong color. Oh, but over here, okay. Oh, but he can't move this one. I was thinking move this one to here, but he couldn't because of the token. Okay. He could move the green one, but green, I don't like where green is at. He could move the blue one, but there's really nothing great. So he's just gonna let it go. Let's put, it's another green one. Okay. Blue already has all his tokens, so he could find something. Well, you know, this one is free. He doesn't get any workers, but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. All right, he did that. And in the interest of trying to finish, if he uses this one there, this guy will travel with it. So I might as well use it here, get a new guy. Is that smart? I don't even know what's smart anymore. But sure, I want to flip my tokens if I don't have to. So I'll go here and I'll have a worker and it's 2 points, it's a wash. Yeah. So green. Oh my gosh, it's all green again. Oh yeah, it's all green. Okay. I guess we left the greens for last. All right. And there's really, I don't know, green is nowhere cool. So, but we have to place something anyways. So, where? This here could get him a worker. He'll have to flip the token, but it's the best I see, so we'll do it. Here, you get a worker, because, yeah, it's the first green, so that's 2 points. Really not a great turn for red, who's falling behind, so he shouldn't be getting these horrible turns. I mean, he could, just for free, just go like that, and it'll be 3 points, so 1. Not great. Okay, so let's go for yellow. There's purple. And we're almost out of tiles. So have I not noticed that something has to score? I mean, why do I only have 2 tiles left? Oh, because there's 6 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So there's no more center column tiles. All of the tiles go somewhere. Yellow. Okay. Let's see. Yellow player. He can get a worker over there. He can get a worker jump. No, he can get a worker over there. And we need to get workers. The game's about to end. So he'll put this one here. There's no other of that color. So, and that's just 2 points. So not the best. But we need workers. And maybe he can finish it. No, he can't. Yes, he can. He could finish that and get it scored. I think he will. He's going to flip the peacock. No worker. It's just 1 point and he's going to lose 2. Maybe somebody else would like to finish it. He would get 1, 2, 3, 4 workers back. But we're not in a hurry because he still has workers. So I don't think he needs to do that. It's probably best if, without flipping, he gets this green over here and gets a worker. So he has more workers in this area, and that's 2 points. It's a wash. I think guys, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, and these are our last 2 tiles. And like I said, we're gonna play until we run out of, like, we've placed all the tiles, unless it becomes illegal to place the tiles, which only happens very rarely according to the game. I don't think it's ever happened to me yet. So because the game is coming to an end quickly, and you don't get any points if your tokens are flipped or not at the end of the game, he's going to flip the elephant to move this tile here. And I don't believe there's any other green, so he does get a worker for it. He gets 2 points plus 1 for his worker, so 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And does he want to place another one just to keep on going? I don't think he wants to sacrifice his tokens in case something comes up later. Let's see. The only tiles, I think we're missing a tile. Oh, no. Yes, we are. Because these 2 have columns, unless I place one in the wrong place. That could be the case. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. And you probably noticed. But no, I don't think he wants to place anything else unless something that would give him a guide. Like a guy here would be great. But I don't think there's anything that gives him a guy here. So that there could be contingent. So he's just going to leave it and let the red player go. Okay. And, you know, I don't think he's ever going to have, hold on, because he's never going to have a chance. These guys are not going to be changed in any way, shape, or form. So, but I don't think he can get another worker on the board with this layout. Well, actually he could over there. So, because of that, see, oh, no, he can't. This one doesn't go over there. This one can go over, no, he wouldn't get a worker, he's got to flip it. So, nothing, no more workers, so it's okay. So, red player, here you go, mister. Well, he can get a worker. He can finish that for free. So let's do that. And he could get a worker. Yes. So that's 3 points. 1 for the tile, 2 for the guys. 1, 2, 3. And then this one cannot fit there. The only one that still fits is that one. And actually it's free. So, you know what? Red player got lucky. And that one takes a worker also. Yeah, as far as I can tell. So it's 1 for the tile and 2 for the guy, so another 3, but he loses 1. I mean, he loses 2, so 1 point. And now we've got a couple of quadrants. Actually, we will score all the quadrants because I don't know what happened here, but this one is illegal. We can't place it. So we will score the other 3 quadrants. So let's just do that. And we'll just start with, I don't know, this one and go counterclockwise. So let's see. The blue player has 2 guys. So that's 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red player has 2 guys. So that's 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the yellow player has 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 meeples, which is, wow, 13 points. Good for you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I knocked this guy over. So that was that quadrant. Now let's do this quadrant. The yellow player here only has 1. So that's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. The red player has 2. which is 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the blue player has 3, which is, I believe, 9. But let me check. Yes, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then last and not least, our last quadrant. I see a lot of blue, so that could be good. Let's see. Yellow has 3. He's winning, so let's see. Let's do him first. So see if they can catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you guys go all the way up there? I don't think the red guy can. He's got 3 meeples, which is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he didn't make it. Way behind Mr. Red. But how about the blue? He's got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is 13 points. I don't think he's going to make it either, but we'll try. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He did not make it. And that's that. That's a full game of Maharani. We built the mosaic, except for one tile. I'm not sure. I wonder if I could find the one that's messed up, because I've played the game a few times and I've always been able to place all the tiles. So I'm not sure. But the game does say that in the rare occasion, with rare happening that you didn't find a legal place for it, then just score the quadrant normally at the end of the game. So maybe it's there, maybe you see it. If you see it, point it out. I'm curious. I'm looking, like I'm seriously looking around to see which tile that I placed in the wrong place. But I don't see it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Well guys, there you have it. That was a full run through. I'm not sure if I made mistakes. I'm sure I'll catch them during editing. But for the most part, I gave you an idea of how the game plays. It's one of those simple rules, yet hard to really master it and make the best decisions. It can be really like AP kind of game if you do suffer from AP. So be careful with that. But just have fun. It's a fun little game about matching colors, so it's easy to learn, like it's easy to teach to non-gamers. I taught this one to non-gamers just recently and they had a blast. They want to play it again, so I'm happy to hear that. So now you can find out if this is a game that you'd like to play. Alright, don't forget to follow us on social media so you can, stay in the know of what Meeple Village is all about. And I'll see you guys on the next video where we are going to play more fun games. So join us, alright? I'll see you next time. But until then, may you play more games.